Hello. It is December 5th, 2021, and I am taking the day off today mostly. I got up and did, some meditation, and I usually get up really, really early. And then it's just because I'm awake. If I didn't, I would totally sleep in. I wish I could sleep in. I wish I was somebody whose body would do that, but I'm not. At least I'm not waking up at 3 or 4 in the morning anymore. But if I did, I'd get up. It's more like 6, sometimes 5, which is really nice. So it kind of felt like a sleep in. But something that's hard for me is I'm a workaholic, and I really want to have balance. And so I have to make myself take days off. And so today I just told my husband that I wanted to go somewhere, go for a drive or something. And he had some things he needed to do. And so we went. We're out in the world, which is just not something that I do. It's really strange. It's strange to be out and just out and about lately. The other thing that's really cool is it's December, and it's like, I don't know, it's probably close to 70 degrees, which is awesome because I live in the desert and it's just beautiful. The sun's shining on me and it feels really, really good. But I was just thinking about balance and rest. And I'm always so afraid to take time off because I feel like I'll get behind. But I know, when you reset, when you restore, when you rest, when you get renewed and refueled, your work's just better, And so that's what I'm hoping for today. I'm doing a lot of paintings right now, and so I probably, when I have rest days, I usually let myself paint because that doesn't feel so much like work and I don't have to think so much. I'm in the middle of the book again, like my 3rd time, called Belonging by Tokopa. I think that's her name. Sorry, I should have looked it up. I follow her on Facebook. She's incredible. But I think I'm going to listen to the audio version of that today. I have that book so marked up. I have 2 copies of it, and they're both completely marked up because I used to have one for at home and one that I would take with me, because the last few years it's just kind of been this total manual of life for me. And just such a good book. So good. So I'll probably do that today. Check in with my kids and maybe watch a movie or something. I don't know. There's been so many times, especially the last 10 years, when the doctors or my husband or my kids or somebody will tell me, like, you need to take a break, you need to take some time off. Okay, so I want to talk about that a little bit. It's so weird to try to explain to people why it's so hard to take time off, when you have so much to do. It's stressful. It's stressful to not work because that the work's just going to pile up and you're going to be so much further behind. It's easier sometimes to just work every single day because then you don't get behind. You don't have this huge pile of work that you're underneath. But anyway, so my husband especially would be like, baby, you need to take a break, you need to take some time off. And so I would try that, and then I would be like, what do people do when they're not working? Like, what do they do? I don't even know. Like, what are you supposed to do when you're just relaxing? Like, I love to be with my friends and hang out, and a little bit. I like to do something even when I'm with my friends. I like to be doing something. I love playing with my grandkids and hanging out with my kids and just talking. My kids are so funny. I love hanging out with funny people because I love to laugh. But when I'm just taking a break by myself, I don't even know what people do. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. Probably because all the things I enjoy are what I do for work. And so that's why when I want to take a break, I read or I paint, or I don't like to get caught in the scrolling addiction, Sometimes what I watch the most is YouTube, because I like to learn things, and I watch zillions and zillions of tutorials. I've been trying out a whole bunch of new art techniques this week, and so I've been watching tons of YouTube tutorials about that and reading articles. And even like when I go to the bookstore, I went to the bookstore this week, and that's another thing. I went to the bookstore and I didn't like it. Like I don't know. It's like, because of the pandemic, we like forget what it's like to be around people. And so I went to the bookstore and I was like totally overstimulated and overwhelmed. And I usually, typically I'll go to like, I don't read fiction. I read nonfiction. I read a lot of stuff about neuroscience or psychology, or I just like, I love studying up on the human condition, But it was just a really weird experience. Like I didn't want to be there. I used to love Barnes and Noble. That's where I would hang out like all the time when I needed a break, or even I would go work there. And I went there and I just it just overstimulated me. It's weird. I mean, is anybody else like that? Like where you're just getting so overstimulated by everything? I don't know. It might just be because of what my heart and my brain and my psyche has been through the last few years. It's just like, my brain is kind of fried in a lot of ways, and I don't like all the stimulation. And so anyway, so I am taking a day off, and I don't know what to do with myself. So we're gonna drive through the canyon. We love to do that. It's beautiful. Maybe we'll get out and go for a little hike, and then I'll probably go home and paint. So it's December 5th. I totally got caught up on my deadlines. I have some more things to do. I have so many things going right now. I just updating that I'm kind of caught up for the most part. I mean, I wish I was ahead. I'm not ahead, definitely, but I'm mostly caught up, and have a plan for this week, and that feels really good. So see ya.